Let's get some price picks in today, guys. Another 25x, as you see right in front of your face. Unfortunately, this wasn't the one I gave in the video. The one I gave in the video was right below here, which went 4-1. Aaron Naismith could just not get the points. Even with Miles Turner out, this could have been a nice 10xer. Unfortunately, the slip still went 4-1 to cash the 2x at least. The other slip was down here with CJ, Bay, and DeMar DeRozan being the ones that missed. So 3-3 on that slip, 4-1 on the other slip. And the dashboard picks also went 4-3. I'll recap those in a second. So as you see, another 25x. This is the 7th 25x I've hit this month. It's been 14 days of February and I've already hit 7 25x's. That's an average of 1 25x every 2 days. So the Discord has been absolutely eating. And if you don't believe those numbers, I mean, I'll just go to my announcement tabs here. Recap for last night, we played 12 slips. 3 were 5 out of 6. 1 was a 6 out of 6. On Underdog, there was 2 3 out of 3 slips. So I did the recap here. Plus 3 units on Underdog, plus 20.8 units on Prizepicks. So people might think that hitting only 125x in 11 slips is bad. But if I play 11 slips, let's say I spent $100 per slip. I spent minus 100 times 11 slips. That's minus $1,100. I hit a 25x. I'm getting 25x my $100 back. So I'm getting $2,500 back. Plus all of the 2x's I'm hitting. So that was 3 of them last night. That's $2,000 in profit off those 11 slips, excluding the 0.4x's, which give me back the $40. That's $2,080 in profit. So that lines up exactly with what I said in the recap, plus 20.8 units. See how 125x really propels your profits into the high end zones. So that is kind of how the strategy works. And you can see here, this was from Wednesday. This was from Monday right here. So Monday and Wednesday, we already cashed 2 25x's. These two right here were from Saturday night. So one college ball and then one mix of soccer and NHL. That was 2 25x's in one night. And my cumulative profit, so the units up in the Discord, was at 372.45 on Saturday night, already sitting at plus 398.25. So you can see we're on a very nice uptrend here, doing very well. And that's because when I saw in week 8, 9, and 10 that I was on a nice little downward trend here, I said some things need to change. Maybe something's not working. And I started developing a new model for the NBA and changing my methods on how I'm going to be profitable. And you could see it's already working out. It's been 2 weeks, not big sample size, but it has been working very nicely. I started with a new model on basically February 1st. And you could see from February 1st all the way to February 14, we are up 107.9 units. Times this by $5 if you're literally putting $5 per slip and you're up $500 in less than 2 weeks. That is why I track all this stuff so I could hold myself accountable. If I see 2 negative weeks like this, maybe something went wrong and I have to switch up my methods. That's kind of what I did here. We're on an upward path and things are only going to get better as I collect more and more data, guys. And yes, I actually collect data. I'm actually constantly analyzing the markets on NBA, on other sports. I literally have my own dashboard that consolidates the best plays on Prizepicks and Underdog. So I have already the data. Now I combine that with more data analysis on the NBA season stats, things like that. And I have my own models that have been working. And since I'm not able to get money down on Prizepicks due to my limits, you could see I was only able to play $25 last night. So even when I'm sending links to the Discord so you guys could play the picks here, you can see on Prizepicks, I literally have to have some other people send it because I'm literally not even allowed to put more than 5 slips down in a given day. So the new methods have definitely been working and people in the Discord are cashing here. Roger the coach, the GOAT himself, up 153.2 units this month. And these are all off my picks. This is literally either off tailing my picks or using the OddsJuice dashboard to make his own picks. So pretty much my system in general. Then you got Drew here. He's in New York. So unfortunately, all you New Yorkers that are watching don't have access to Prizepicks anymore. He cashed everything out. He had 32k in amount one. We even got Ghostface Killer here making his own slips with the OddsJuice dashboard. Cashed a 5 for 5 last night on Underdog. So everybody's using the same strategy in here, using my methods, and we're all cashing out together. The reason I'm going so in depth on the Discord today is because these prices right here are pretty much dirt cheap in the industry for what the value you're getting. I'm not setting like BS picks that lose. These picks actually hit. And for how much you're paying, $9 a week, it's pretty much nothing to be cashing like over $500 in 2 weeks. It's kind of insane how the prices are this low, which means I'm going to be raising them eventually. So it's kind of a PSA to the people who wanted to join the Discord recently and want to lock in a better price for when it gets eventually boosted. This is the Prizepicks VIP, $9 a week. It's less than $50 a month. And then Prizepicks plus Underdog, $12 a week. Again, less than $50 a month and you'll be cashing. So that's my pitch for the Discord. And if you guys do have questions, just go add me on Discord as a friend. My name is OddsJuice. Go to friends, add me as a friend, and DM me if you guys have questions about the Discord, if you want more proof of profits, whatever it may be, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Add me. I'm always transparent, and that's something that a lot of people are not going to be in this industry. I've showed you my limits countless times. I've showed you my success. So if you guys still have questions, just DM me or comment on the video. Do whatever you want. Finally, we're going to get into the picks. I'm going to do exactly what I did in the previous videos. Just show you the slips that I already have, and then I'm going to show you some value from the OddsJuice dashboard if you want some replacement picks or whatever it may be. So for the actual picks, I had to mix them some NHL with some NBA because there's only a 3-game slate tonight. You can see here, Portland versus Minnesota, Milwaukee versus Memphis, and then Golden State versus the Jazz. And this is the first slip right here, but you can see right away when there's green like this on your slip, it means you pretty much captured value and it's no longer on the board. So Jeremy Grant under 2.5 rebounds. You can copy this exact slip. I'm sorry I posted this like hours ago. That's just how it is in the Discord. We post these slips early to capture all the value, and he's unfortunately off the board. That being said, you could still put this in a 5 flex. I'm not sure if everyone is here not bumped, and I could check that. I'm just going to paste this right here into the tab and see if everything is bumped. So instead, you could go with this combo here. It still exists here. So Giannis under points, Brook Lopez over PRA, Clay under points with Draymond Green under rebounds, and then I'll show you 2 more from the OddsJuice dashboard that are kind of good value right now. So you could replace these guys with 2 guys from the OddsJuice dashboard, for example. We got Lauri Markkanen on the under 9 rebounds, looks good as a push potential line, and as well as Jaren Jackson on the over 5 rebounds. So this could be 1 slip in total since the other guys got bumped. So Markkanen under rebounds there, and then you could go throw in Jaren Jackson Jr. on the over 5 rebounds. I normally don't like to put too many push lines in my entries, so we only got 2 here, and then the rest are non-push lines. So this is the full slip right here. Giannis, Brook Lopez, Clay, Draymond, Lauri, and Jaren Jackson Jr. That is the first slip. That's crazy. Just as I was about to show you the second slip, Lauri Markkanen also just got bumped to 8.5. So obviously not good anymore, but just to show you that 9 was obviously a good spot for us to take the under because he just got bumped right in front of our face. The NBA is kind of slow tonight. You could go to the NHL and grab the best pick that's on the board right now. It's Tyler Toffoli on the over 0.5 point. So on the OddsJuice dashboard, we got him projected at a 55.56% likeness to hit. And then Travis over here on the under 3.5 shots on goal is also good. So that is going to be the slip officially without Lauri Markkanen. This is an official slip that you could also grab. This is crazy again. Jaren Jackson Jr. just got bumped. I have to show you guys this. This is super important. When your lines are getting bumped like this towards a favorable direction, right? We had him over 5 rebounds. He's now at 5.5, which means that over 5.5 is no good. But the over 5 is good. Half points really, really matter. So we just lost value on these 2 players because I have to film this live, and that's just how it is. When it's like 1 p.m. Eastern time, a lot of these guys are going to start getting bumped if they're too good value. And that's just what happened with Jaren Jackson and Lauri Markkanen. So that's just proof that I know what I'm doing and how the dashboard kind of works and finds the best value lines. So Jaren Jackson obviously is no longer good anymore. But I do have another replacement, and it's still on Jaren Jackson actually. It's on his over 6.5 first quarter points. This is the official slip. Hopefully these guys don't get bumped by the time you guys are watching this video. Tyler Toffoli over 0.5 points. Jaren Jackson over 6.5 points. And how I found Jaren Jackson was he is set at 7.5 on these sports books. So as we know, there's a big difference between 6.5 and 7.5 in terms of points, especially in the first quarter where you have a little margin. Every point's going to count. So we're getting a full point extra on our side. Great to see that on the over 6.5 first quarter points. So this is not the exact slip I had because as I showed you, this was the one I had with Jeremy Grant and Simons on the under rebounds and points, but Simons got bumped and Grant got taken off the board. Now this is the second slip that you guys could go ahead and tail, but again, Kuminga got bumped, so everything else is the same, looking good, except Kuminga is now at 29.5 PRA. Again, full bump points, you do not want to be taking those, so I got him at 28.5, no longer good at 29.5. What you could do is just grab his points instead. I did check, and there is juice towards his over on every single sportsbook. So that's a good indicator that you want to be on his over points. So just replace Kuminga over PRA with Kuminga over points. Pretty much the same concept. Both of them should hit. If one hits, I expect the other one to hit. But we'll see what ends up happening. So that is 2 slips. And since there's not much NBA today, I mean, there's not many dashboard picks. And I showed you the ones that already got bumped. Another one is Draymond Green under 7 assists. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and grab it in some other entry. So that is the 2 slips. Join the Discord for more, guys.